Welcome to the Sustainable CT Actions and Impact Review for November 2023. Brought to you in part by our good friends at the Common Sense Fund. Remember, the Common Sense Fund promotes action both on the environment and in the arts that is practical, creative, and addresses social needs, and we are so glad they do. Visit them at commonsensefund.org. We're thrilled to announce that Adam Welshel, Director of Science for the Nature Conservancy Connecticut chapter, has been named our 2023 Partner of the Year for his tireless efforts in organizing and hosting community resilience building workshops across the state. Adam has been a Sustainable CT partner since 2017, first serving as a working group member designing our very first suite of actions. Since 2018, he and the Connecticut chapter of the Nature Conservancy have provided any municipality registered with Sustainable CT, currently numbering 131 of Connecticut's 169 incorporated towns, the opportunity to participate in CRB workshops at no cost. No cost! CRB process is ideally suited to help communities locate, assess, and prioritize impacts and solutions to climate change and natural hazards affecting infrastructure, community, and the environment. So if you're unfamiliar with the no-cost community resilience building workshops, do yourself, do your town a favor, and check it out at sustainablect.org. And congratulations and thank you once again to our good friend and partner of the year, Adam Welshel. In Elements this month, hey, we're not here to waste your time. Heck no, National Recycling Day is right around the corner, November 15th. And for our next coffee hour, Mark Morgan of Casella Waste Management will be joining us to talk about all things related to contaminated recycling. Like those nasty pizza boxes, am I right? What is contaminated recycling? What contributes to it? How can municipalities reduce their volume of contaminated recycling? We'll also hear from a few special guests who will share their challenges and successes in reducing waste in their communities. Join us for some trash talk on November 17th at 10 a.m. Remember, you can join Sustainable CT for informal discussions most third Fridays of each month at 10 a.m. We share program updates and resources, explore your questions, and strengthen the network of Sustainable CT champions. Yes, we do. These sessions are always free, and you know that free is good and open to all. Your edification, your enlightenment, and your entertainment too. It's The Impact, a Sustainable CT podcast. This month, we gained some important insight about the value of the Sustainable CT Fellowship Program from people who know it best and have seen it in action. 2023 Fellows Adrian Huck and Dylan Steer, along with the Deputy Director of the Western Connecticut Council of Governments, Mike Toll, and the Director of Regional Planning and Municipal Services at the South Central Regional Council of Governments, Ben Lovejoy. This month's episode of The Impact will be available on November 15th at sustainablect.org and wherever you get your podcasts. In the Community Match Fund, we're highlighting the West Hartford Tree Project for 2024. That's right, this is the fourth year for the West Hartford Tree Project, an effort to preserve and grow the suburban tree canopy. They raise money, purchase native trees and shrubs, and give them away. Just give them away to West Hartford residents. Trees combat climate change, support native wildlife, clean the air, reduce stormwater runoff. They beautify the town, increase property values, cool in the summer, reduce winds in the winter, suppress noise, and much, much more. Be a tree hugger. Show them some love, won't you? Find them on our crowdfunding site, patronicity.com/sustainableCT. Why, yes, we're optimizing for equity. Join Sustainable CT Equity Coaches for Equity Connections, regular opportunities to share your questions about equity actions, challenges, successes, or just listen to the conversation to get ideas on how to approach or deepen your equity work. Municipal officials, staff, and sustainability team members are welcome to join the Sustainability CT team for these bi-monthly virtual sharing sessions. The next session is scheduled for December 5th at 10 a.m. Come to sustainablect.org to register today. Don't look now, but we have potential action updates scheduled for 2024, and we need your feedback. Watch a presentation of the proposed updates. View the draft text of new actions and larger revisions. Leave comments or suggested edits. And you can send a message to our resident action maven, the fabulous Kate Richard, to share your feedback directly or to set up a phone call. Please do let us know what you think, and thank you so much. You know, Sustainable CT and Actions and Impact, this very newsletter, and me speaking to you right now, it's all made possible in part by the Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut. The Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut brings people together to work towards a healthy, thriving, and sustainable Eastern Connecticut, and that's a very good thing. Visit them at cfect.org. Remember, Sustainable CT is independently funded. We don't have a magical unicorn rainbow money tree, no sir, but you can be a Sustainable CT sponsor. Find out how at sustainablect.org. You'll be glad you did. In conveyances this month, our executive director, Lynn Stoddard, appeared on WPKN's Digging in the Dirt podcast. Lynn has more than 20 years of experience in developing and implementing sustainability programs. Heck yeah! And she did a fabulous job on the show. Check that out. The New England News Collaborative has created a new video series, Conexión, rooted in New England's outdoors, that shares first-person stories on how spending time outdoors inspires deeper connections with others, heritage, and nature. Very cool. Our friends at Project Drawdown are visualizing individual climate action. That's right. When it comes to climate change, there's no doubt that individual actions matter. But which solutions have the biggest impact? In a powerful graphic, Project Drawdown shows the top 20 actions individuals can take, and the order may surprise you, so don't miss that. The Connecticut Resource Conservation and Development Area is hiring for 5 positions: an Energy and Environmental Programs Coordinator, 2 Conservation Planners, and 2 Conservation Soil Technicians. Visit their job opportunities page for job descriptions and application deadlines. The Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut, hey, we know them, have opened their 2024 grant cycle. Applications are now being accepted for 2024 grants that empower youth, promote basic needs and rights, and benefit the environment through CFEC's Regional Impact and Environmental Grant Program. The Yale Program on Climate Change Communication announced the publication of a new climate note. Which Republicans are worried about climate change? Which indeed. Climate change is a politically divisive topic in the U.S., and this divide has grown over the past decade. Although Democrats are more likely to have pro-climate opinions, there are also many Republicans who are worried about global warming and support climate policy. Well, sure. And the Connecticut Green Bank launched its 8th Green Liberty offering. Through this offering, Connecticut residents and citizens nationwide can support small businesses in improving their energy efficiency and reducing energy costs. Notes may be purchased through an online platform without a broker for as little as $100. And hey, they make great holiday gifts. Yeah. In our chronology section, where time waits for snowman, Mobilizing Power Community Building for Environmental Justice is a gathering to promote knowledge exchange and building power for collective action on environmental justice in Connecticut. This event is sponsored in part by Sustainable CT. And guess what? Our very own Executive Director, Lynn Stoddard, will be presenting. Saturday, November 11th, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Wesleyan University. The Connecticut Association of Conservation and Inland Wetlands Commission's Conference, that's a mouthful, takes place at the Bristol Event Center, 112 Century Drive, Bristol, on Saturday, November 11th. The Capital Region Council of Governments is hiring. They're seeking a dynamic and collaborative professional to join their regional planning and development team as an environmental planner or senior environmental planner. The first review of resumes will be conducted on November 13th, and the position will remain open until filled. Third ACT, the nationwide community of Americans over 60 determined to build a better tomorrow using their experience, skills, and resources, heck yeah, will launch their Connecticut chapter on November 14th at 7 p.m. via Zoom. The Working Lands Alliance will host a panel of municipal and state planners, the Fierce Cooperation of Farmland Preservation, to discuss how farmland preservation supporters can work together to protect working lands. The panel will include fierce cooperators Latha Swami, member of Sustainable CT's Board of Directors, and Lynn Stoddard, Executive Director of Sustainable CT. Wednesday, November 15th, 12 to 2 p.m. at Thomas Hooker Live, 1 Sequassin Street, Hartford. Another Alliance group, The Alliance, will have a virtual training to raise awareness about implicit biases and their impact in the workplace through exploration of the many ways unconscious bias influences our decision-making, interactions, and perception of others. Wednesday, November 15th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Connecticut Green Building Council and Living Future Connecticut will host the Northeast Summit for a Sustainable Built Environment, or NESBE. NESBE is a biennial summit meant to include a larger community of building professionals, owners, academics, policymakers, advocates, and students in a conversation about sustainability in the built environment. Friday, November 17th, 7:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. at Yale University Kroon Hall in the heart of the Elm City. The Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection Office of Telecommunications and Broadband will be hosting 9 regional community forum events throughout the state as part of the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program outreach. These events will focus on the lived experiences of community members, aiding the state in gathering feedback on issues with access, performance, affordability, and digital skills. Fairfield County's Community Foundation is coming to local coffee shops across the county to share more about their work and provide opportunities to meet and engage with their staff and leadership. The next event is being held at Plasko's Cafe, Trumbull, on December 1st. Coffee helps us play well with others, oh yes it does. A last word or two about the 2023 CCM convention that's coming up soon. That's right, follow the Yellow Brick Road. We'll be joining our friends at the Connecticut Conference of Municipalities for their annual convention at Mohegan Sun on November 28th. Along with the many workshops, exhibitors, and speakers, we'll be honoring our first gold certified municipality, New Haven. That's right, as well as our first-time certified towns, Branford, Clinton, Granby, Marlborough, Montville, Winchester, and Hamden. A handsome group. So we hope to see you on our way to the Emerald City. Or, just stop by in our booth in the Exhibitors Hall to say hello. And you can read all about it in this month's exciting edition of Actions and Impact, the official Sustainable CT newsletter, except no substitutes. Do yourself a favor and subscribe. And you can do that where we always wear our ruby slippers at sustainablecT.org.